of the most over-discussed, overhyped, and annoying personal development concepts is the concept of gratitude. I mean, they are just shoving that gratitude down our throat all the time, right? And you know what really stinks about that? It works. So today, we're gonna talk about gratitude, and I'm gonna hopefully help you to find some new things to be grateful for. So come on, let's get better together. No, not a video about gratitude, please. No, don't tell me to make a list before I go to bed. Please, I am so sick to death of people telling me to be grateful. I have nothing to be grateful for. Oh, yes, you do. No, you don't know me. I have nothing to be grateful for. You can't make me be grateful. Oh, yes, I can. First of all, you are grateful even if you don't realize it. No, I'm not. Nope, not grateful for anything. Really? Nothing really. Like, you're not like eating something and thinking, wow, that tastes really good. Were you just grateful for something? No, I wasn't grateful. I just thought it tasted good. No, sweetie, that was gratitude. Is there like a new show that like you really like, oh my gosh, this new show is really, really awesome. You're being grateful. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, today she's really kind of a little odd. Well, I am. If you saw the other video where I was wearing this outfit, you know that I am in a weird headspace. But I don't ever want to hide my weird headspaces from you because I think that we need to normalize that people get into weird headspaces. And I think it's important that we figure out how to get out of them. And so, yeah, I am in a weird headspace. And one of the things that I am doing, one of the techniques that I am using to get out of my weird headspace is gratitude. Oh, it's so annoying. Like, I feel like maybe only people who've ever been like severely depressed can maybe understand how cliche and annoying the word gratitude has become. Because yeah, it is overused, right? It's kind of like, I have a friend who cannot stand all of the live, laugh, love signs in people's houses. So he takes pictures of them. He goes into people's houses and he posts them on his social media. It annoys the heck out of him. It started because he was looking for a new house, and so they kept going to look at houses with the realtor, and like he's like, every house I go in has this stupid sign. And it's like, well, it's not a stupid sign. It's a nice sign to have in your house. And he's like, well, why does, oh wait, there goes the sump pump, sorry. But it's like, why does every house have to have one? It's like, well, why do we have to be grateful? because we are. Naturally. It just happens. So maybe you don't need to make a gratitude list. Like right this moment, although that sump pump came on in the middle of me making a video and that's slightly annoying, I'm also not gonna have it edited out because I am very grateful that my sump pump is working because I hear that noise and I know that my basement is not gonna flood. Now it's gonna sound like a man peeing in a closet. Oh wait, it stopped. Wait, no, sometimes it really does sound like there's a man, like there's a little toilet in this closet right here and it sounds like there's a man peeing. And it cracks me up. But anyway, so gratitude doesn't have to be that complicated. Gratitude doesn't have to be, all right, let me think of things that I'm grateful for and write them down. Gratitude can be enjoying something in the moment and then being mindful of, hey, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm actually enjoying it. I could hear it sounded like the little man was going pee-pee, and I don't know if you can hear that. So, yeah, just be mindful in the moment about how you feel about something and realize that you are appreciating it. Appreciating something is being grateful for it. You know, like if you go outside and the sky is a really blue color, like, and for a second, before your brain even registers it, something happens. This happens a lot with nature. You see the light hit a tree, or you see a bird fly a certain way, and before your brain even processes what happens, there's this little spark inside of us. It's like this little tiny spark of joy. If you can notice that, and you just turn it up just a little bit by stopping for a second to look at that tree, look at the sky, look at the bird, if you can still see it, if it's not gone, and just be like, yeah, that's all. You don't need to write it down. You don't need to, sorry, my back is hurting me today, so I'm moving all over the chair. You don't need to write it down. You don't need to journal about it. You don't need to post it anywhere. You don't need to tell anybody. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just, for a second, just be like, yeah, how about that? That's gratitude. And I will take that gratitude over some crap you wrote in a journal before you went to bed, or some things you wrote on a sticky when you sat down at your desk this morning. Because those, yeah, I guess we're grateful for those things when we stop and we go, okay, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for my son. I mean, like, I always thank God for all of those things. But I think the things that make up joy in a day, and I think the things that keep depression and anxiety, because they always go together, for me at least, a little bit at bay, maybe a little bit under control, dare we say, is having those little moments of joy and appreciation, of being able to be mindful of them. I think that's why, like I collect dolls, right? And it's because anywhere I look in my house, I'm going to see a doll. And when I see a doll, there's like this very tiny little flicker of, oh. Now, I don't all the time go, oh, because then I'd be walking around my house all day going, oh, 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 and it'd be weird, right? But just sometimes, like, I'll just see it, and I stop for just a second and just like, oh, yeah, oh, she's really pretty. I really like her, right? It could be a dog, like walking down the street, somebody's walking their dog's cute, and you're like, oh, cute dog. Yeah, cute dog. Okay, I'll stick that in my catalog of good stuff that happened today. Gratitude is so important, not to have it, but to see that you have it, to recognize that you have it, and to recognize how often throughout even the crappiest day, it will happen. Like, no, you don't know my crappy days. Oh, honey, I could write a book about crappy days, okay? I don't know how many days I've been on this planet. It's a lot, and a lot of them are crappy. But even on the crappy days, there's been stuff to be grateful for. Now, you'll notice I have not said that you should be grateful to be alive. Because I know that there are days where I'm like, yeah, not real grateful about that today. And I think that sometimes well-meaning people who don't understand depression can say that and not realize how incredibly insensitive it is. And so, yeah, I try not to say that to people, because on the occasion that someone says it to me, I'm like, honey, do you want to trade lives? Now, I do love my life, and I have a wonderful life. I really, really do. Like, I'm not BSing you guys when I say that. I do love my life. I am very blessed. I have so much to be grateful for that I could list. But there are days when all of that doesn't feel like anything. And then those are the days that I need those little things. I need those little moments. And I think that's why I just had an epiphany that there are less of those moments during the winter. We see less people. People are covered up. There's not as much sunshine. There's no leaves. There's no flowers. There's no bugs. There's less birds. There's less. And then it's cold. And I think maybe that's why depression gets worse during the winter, because there's less of all of these, like, how there's microaggressions? These are, I got a new thing. These are micro-gratitudes. Micro-gratitudes. I think I just came up with a new term. Micro-gratitudes. But they're harder to come by during the winter, and I think that's why we get so depressed. I should write a paper about that. But I think it is. So it is a little bit harder during winter, so we have to work at it. And I think that is where, like, dolls and art, watching good stuff on TV, making yourself be with people that you like, engaging in your hobbies, even when you don't feel like it. I think sometimes in the winter, we need to push ourselves a little bit harder to find the micro-gratitude moments. I think it's a little bit easier when the sun is shining, because right there, you're like, sun! Like, it's rained all week and there's sun today. So I did have a moment when I couldn't get out of bed where I also did go, oh, the sun came out. Even though I was having trouble getting out of bed, there was a moment. Micro-gratitude. I love this new concept. I think we need to make a shirt. I think we need merch. Micro-gratitude. I am micro-grateful. So that's what I want to ask you guys. Can you be micro-grateful? Can you do it? Can you be micro-grateful? Not big grateful. Not life-changing, enormous gratitude. Can you just do micro gratitude? Just like notice a little something and then just be like, oh. And you don't even have to make that face. It's just weird if I don't make the face or the noise, then how would you know what I was talking about? Right? Let's do it. Let's be micro grateful together. Oh, one of my blingers. No, is it one of my blingers? No, it's my nails. See, it's so funny. Okay, wait, so wait, you have to see my Day of the Dead nails. So I am macro grateful for my Day of the Dead nails. These are my Day of the Dead press-on nails. I'm macro grateful for them. Oh, I know. Oh, it's silly, isn't it? But sometimes it's the silly things that help us get up out of the pit. So let's do it. Let's do it together. We're going to get better together because we're going to be micro grateful together. Yes, we are. And until I see you guys next time, please tell me in the comments if you understand this concept, this new micro gratitude concept that I'm telling you about. And if you do notice some things today, if you have a couple of moments where you actually do have a micro gratitude moment, even though I just told you don't need to write it down or anything, if today that you saw this video, if you could maybe try to remember it and come back and comment on this video, they'd be like, oh, I had a micro gratitude moment, Melissa. I did it. You're right. Even in the midst of everything, there is something, no matter how small, to be grateful for. So, love you guys so much. I am so grateful for you. Legitimately, honestly, grateful for you, that you watch me, that you comment, that you talk to each other, that you're here, and that you keep going no matter what. I love you guys so much, and I will see you again real soon. Love you. Bye.